It's week 6 of the 2024 season. And up next, we'll see Jalen Wright. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
McCarthy going to put it up right away. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. Second down and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. This is Fant on the short completion. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A look there at the numbers last week for Wright. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Complete to Wright. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? You look at the Saints defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Buccaneers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That's to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a give, running left is right, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Wright is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Ford. Down the right sideline. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 13. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and running back Jalen Wright getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll go again here with Wright. Stays, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On play action, McCarthy. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To the air with McCarthy. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now McCarthy. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw McCarthy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Kirk Cousins, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On the give, this is Wright. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On play action, Lawrence. Complete to Wright. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Wright. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Xavier Worthy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Oh, the ball comes out on the a hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Quick strike to Eckler. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is the tight end fan, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rondale Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Throw left side. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now a give running left is Eckler. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Ekeler, 39 yards. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. And that'll be incomplete.
That open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Again, it's Lawrence. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lawrence. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Wright with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive. Throwing is McCarthy. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now Lawrence. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
To the air with McCarthy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wright's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss on the play, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for the entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 8, 1:16 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, if that's on target, this game's over. He led him just a little bit too much. And if they don't go on to win this one, that's a play that will be discussed around the city and on talk shows all week long.
And Allen's got it. Oh, that's just not fair, and no room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To the air again, McCarthy staying on his feet. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.